Hi everyone, Agnes here. Now I'm continuing to answer your SP questions from the post I put up in the community tab not long ago. And I said, is there anything you want me to answer? So you have kindly put down some good questions, which I think many will benefit from. Moonchild. Hello, Agnes. I have a question regarding generating the feeling of love. In most of the SP self-love meditations, we're asked to feel or generate the feeling of love from our parents, friend, partner, a pet. But what if we have never experienced that unconditional love or never felt that for anyone? And especially to think a love from a specific person, it also comes with a feeling of betrayal because what I thought was love from both sides, it actually was not. I have been having trouble with this while doing guided meditation. Thank you for your time and grateful for all the work that you are doing. Okay. Yes, not as simple, but definitely possible to get there. I think it's finding the love within and trying to remember a time where you just felt love, not about a pet, not about a parent, not about anything. It might have been while you were looking at a beautiful sunset. It might have been a moment of enjoying the most exquisite meal. It might have been after you had an amazing dream and you wake up and you've still got that dream haze. So what you're trying to do is find moments where you can pull from and then infect yourself or reinfect yourself, as Neville says, with that emotion. So if you can't find anything external from childhood or today, do not worry. There are other ways to go around the circle. So if you can also perhaps practice sitting in meditation like Kamal Ravikant talked about in his book, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It, practicing I love myself, I love myself, I love myself until the feeling kicks in. Now, in my case, I did have some experiences of being loved. However, I wasn't good at generating it myself. So I practiced, like Kamal said, and I practiced I am love, may divine love be made alive in me, and I just kept practicing it until eventually the feeling came. Now, in my case, I think if I remember correctly, it took between 4 and 6 months before I got a feeling, but I knew if I kept going, eventually it would come. So just perhaps think of going at it that way and seeing if there's any of those things I previously mentioned that you might be able to plug your socket into. Okay? Now, the next thing is the comment that Emo Shoes made. And I think this is a really good comment in response to that question, so I'm going to read out her answer. You know what you would like to feel, so focus on that and the sense of relief if you already were being made to feel that way by someone or something outside of you. It's got to come from the inside though, so that distinction is really nice. So it's about learning to love yourself immensely, and that requires reprogramming. Nicely said, Emo Shoes 333. Now, the next question, Gloria M. How often did you radiate love to him and how long? Thank you. Well, I would do 75% self-love and about 25% radiating love because I knew that I had to maintain that self-love state to be able to have enough in my tank to be able to radiate the love. So I would ask myself, how do I feel out of 10? If I was a 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 out of 10, then I would do the radiating love. And I would ask myself that question before I did it. And then I would just bring my attention down to my heart center which is green. The heart chakra, the heart center is green, the emerald green. And I would radiate that out, as in I saw, because I'm visual. Some people aren't. If you're not visual, go for the feeling. If you are visual, do the feeling and the color, and send that out with your attention, with your thought, with your emotion. Okay? So there's different ways of doing it, depending on whether you're visual or you're more feeling or you're more able to maybe do it with touch. You might hold their hand and then send it. Work out a way that suits the way you learn and the way you can overflow that. Work out which is the best way for you. Okay, now Katya PP. Hello. And thank you for sharing your story. After much time following you, it feels like as if there is no secret, no magical spell or energy that attracts. I honestly believe you teach how to become a more attractive person from the inside, which is the most important of all. Yes, I'm glad that resonated with you and that you get that, because that's a really good foundation to start from. Okay? My question is, does manifestation actually work like a wonder, or is it just a normal consequence of becoming a more attractive person? And in that case, I understand that you can attract an SP because he can see your change. But does it really work energetically? Can you manifest a person that hasn't seen you for ages on the other side of the planet? Nice. Okay, so let me go through this one step by step. Katya? Now, no, I don't think there is a magic spell, and I don't think there is a secret, but there is, I suppose, a understanding of the mechanics of how love works and how to get the energy of love strongly within you so that you can not only feel good from the inside and be moving around feeling that, but also for it to have a target, and you can direct that energy to your target, the specific person in your case, to bring that towards you, the reciprocation. Unlovedness and neediness repels love. The actual feeling of love and the joy and the relaxedness and the happiness of being content in your own skin, that then attracts love, because so many people are not in that state. So it pushes you up to the top, you see. So now, you said, my question is, does manifestation actually work like a wonder, or is it just a normal consequence of becoming a more attractive person? Well, I think manifestation does work, and it is also a normal consequence of becoming an attractive person. So when you feel loved, and this is an Abraham Hicks thing, she says, if you feel unloved, you are unloved, and if you feel loved, you are loved. So it is about energy. It is about vibration. The vibration of you is at a higher level. Appreciation, joy, happiness, excitement, love is at the top, and those are the energies and the vibrations that attract a specific person coming back, or if you want someone new, if you're single, it doesn't matter. It's you that gets to choose your preference, you see. So the specific person doesn't just see your change. Your energy is felt before they see you. How? Energy moves. It's not stagnant. So if you're in a whole bunch of thinking about neediness, about the specific person, that energy is a repellent. Now, they don't just go, ooh, I don't want to see Susan or whoever. They don't think about you in a I want to see you kind of way, okay? So it's when you are in a radiating love state, I mean, how often do you know and think back to times in your life where you felt happy, you felt good, everything just worked, it clicked into place. There was opportunities, there was a job offer, there was meeting an amazing person in a random place. There was an incredible windfall of money that you didn't expect. When you feel good, that energy draws into you the reflection of your inside self. Okay? So if you're anxious, if you're feeling unloved, if you're needy, if you feel like trying to force and control, all of those are repellents. Okay? It's like fly spray. Okay? So you've got to work on your energy so it's not a repellent, that it is a magnet in this direction. And those emotions, those energies are love, appreciation, fun, excitement, joy, happiness, feeling free. All of those are the ones that bring relationships to you, because people love when they see someone being playful and having fun. People love when they see someone enjoying themselves. People love when they are around that exhilaration or quiet presence. It doesn't have to be wee all the time. It can be quite calm and grounded, or it can be, you know, someone having fun roller skating along the beach path. You know, it doesn't matter. But when you see someone in the moment of having that presence, whether it's quiet or whether it's more exuberant, it is I want to get to be around that. So, but the energy comes before you. So with the specific person, it's so often when you've let go of wanting to be with them, and you, not saying you don't want them anymore, but you've just gone off and done something else. You might have been on a holiday with your friends. You might have been at an amazing concert. You might have been swimming in some amazing race, and you're, you know, completely engulfed in the swimming. It is then that people contact you and want to be around you. So the energy comes in. The energy of joy, the energy of love, the energy of fun, it draws your specific person back towards you. So that's why when you let go and you surrender and you get on with just enjoying life, enjoying this day, having some wonderful moments, creating wonderful moments rather than looking at the future of what you might miss out on and what you might not get, and you live in the here and now and you make this day the best that you can, not for anyone but you, without anyone looking, letting go of needing reassurance, attention, and any of that. You just do things for you because it's the life force of fun. And we're here to have fun. We're here to have a good time. We're here to enjoy. We're here to be free of anxiety and worry and neediness and chasing and looking to be chosen and all that stuff. Let it go. It is the wrong fertilizer when you want a specific person. Okay? Went off on a bit of a tangent. Okay. Now, the last part of your question, can you manifest a person that hasn't seen you in ages on the other side of the planet? Yes, I did. And my story is in the description of every video. So, and it's in the playlist, my specific person manifestation playlist. If you're looking, I'm sharing the whole journey from the time that we first linked up to, you know, the bits in between, and me trying to focus on improving my self-love. I mean, my guy was here in London and I was in Australia, and it was a 25-hour flight away, a 30-hour journey door to door. And I wasn't living here. I didn't even know anything about anything. It's just that we had met and I would like to continue that, and I'm living over there and I've got a job over there and he's over here. How's this going to work? So I share my story about how I did it. And so, you know, I'm still in it. I'm still in it. I don't use my relationship for marketing purposes. I know many people would like to know who he is and see who he is, but my relationship is private, and I will always share my side of it, and I will share with you what I did, and I will share with you how to keep going and all of that, but I do not show my relationship because that's just my preference, and that's his preference as well. So, can you manifest a person that hasn't seen you for ages on the other side of the planet? Yes! Absolutely. I would go through that playlist where I'm sharing lots of different bits and pieces about how it all happened. Okay, because I had a job, I was living in another country, the person I was interested in I hadn't seen for, we met and then we didn't see each other for years because of work, not enough money, distance, who's going to make the jump, all these big questions that we had at that time. So, yeah, have a listen to that if you want to find out how it all unfolded. Okay, I'm going to stop it there, and because there's a lot more questions. No, there's another 4. There's another 4. So if you want to add to that, just go to the community post where I mentioned it. It's only about 2 posts down, and you can add your questions. I love how you're telling me the mechanics of exactly what you want to know. I will continue to answer these questions while they are there, because I know many of you on this channel are here because you want to manifest a specific person, an ex, or a brand new relationship, and I will share everything that's in my toolbox to help you. Now, there are 3 free courses. 1, 12 parts, how to attract a wonderful relationship. You can use that for a specific person or a brand new relationship. There's another one called How to Attract Your Person. That's a 6-part one. That is obviously for a ex or a specific person. And there is, for those of you that are in long distance relationships, there is a 6-part long distance relationship free course for you. And I just released not long ago my How to Receive a Loving and Meaningful Relationship with a Specific Person. That used to be a paid course. It is now for free. And there are 8 other free, no, not free, those ones are paid. There's 8 other paid courses that go into self-love, SP, different levels, beginners, intermediate, etc., etc. So you can have a look and see what suits your current situation. So, lots of love. I will put the free courses around my head at the end of the video, which is now, and I will see you again in another video. Lots of love. Hope that helps everyone.